She was and still is an especially remarkable dancer. And she, in the early 1940s, a lot of you know this, but she won a swing competition at the American Legion Stadium in Hollywood. Her prize was a card in the Screen Actors Guild, and she got a cameo appearance in the 1943 movie Swing Fever. And you know this film, right? In it, she's remarkable. She dances with back and forth with two partners, Don Gallagher and Lenny Smith, and she's amazing. Her talent shows remarkably as she goes back and forth between these two gentlemen. From there, she went on to dance in more than 20 Hollywood films, including, to name a few more, Judge Junction, Horn Blows at Midnight, and the classic campy comedic short film, Ruby Movie. Oh, it's amazing. She calls Dean Collins her swing guru and credits him for molding the look of her swing dance style. But if you have ever seen Jean dance, she is definitely an amazing talent. But I know that she's very humble, and I know she had absolutely no idea that 55 years later, that we would all be playing and replaying those old movies that she was in to learn her iconic moves, because she is just absolutely amazing. And I want to thank you especially for all the time that you involved with us, gave us your time to talk boudoir. Thank you. Jean Belows. Each of these guests, and we'll start off with Jean. There are sweet potato chips, there are crackers, there is a fabulous dance bag for your shoes. She's still dancing. She's got those dance shoes on. And a pound box of See's candy. So everybody gets that we're honoring here tonight. One of the dancers, though, I want to say, who particularly admired and appreciated Jean's dancing style at the time was her brother. And he's also a fabulous swing dancer. And Ray Phelps, we want you to come on up to the stage. Louise for joining us tonight as well. Louise, are you in the crowd? Thank you, Louise, for bringing both. She brought both of them, and I so appreciate it. Thank you, Louise. So, these two, though, partnered each other in the early 1940s. We could bring another chair up, though, if we need to. And they won numerous swing competitions because they are fabulous as a team, and they grew up dancing together, and they won everything. They were amazing. But like so many men of the World War II era, he went off to join the service, and he didn't really get to dance after that. But he did continue after the service to dance at some of the clubs in the Los Angeles area. And he said that there weren't a lot of contests going on, so it was kind of out of popularity to do the contest, but they still had little clubs and kept the swing dancing going. And when Jean was brought out of retirement, of her dance retirement, by Marcus Coe and Barbel, who have a fabulous dance camp in Germany, she mentioned that she was not very rusty. She still knew how to dance, thanks in large part to Ray, because they kept dancing together. Whenever they'd see each other, they'd dance. So, yes, you are both tremendous together, both amazing talents. So, and I want to say one quick thing. Rusty Frank is in the room tonight, another fabulous swing dancer. And Rusty did a marvelous DVD that we have actually out at the desk that shows their iconic style. It's an instructional DVD about it, but they also do a wonderful interview that is not to be missed. It's really, really well done. So thank you for that, Rusty. Then, Jack Carey was a dancer in the 1940s, and Jack noticed that after the Warriors, there were no swing contests in the nightclubs. So that was no problem. He decided to organize some swing competitions. He emceed various swing nights at local nightclubs and promoted swing through competitions, which reminds me that next week, we're going to have a Jack and Jill competition here, and we're giving $100 first prize along with his remarkable partner in life and on the dance floor, Annie Hirsch. Annie, come forward. They are a fabulous team together and work tirelessly at preserving swing as an American art form. In 1993, Annie co-founded the World Swing Dance Council, and it promotes swing competitions around the globe, and she's remarkably organized. She makes sure that all of these, basically these swing studios have a network, that all of them do kind of the same thing. They build points, she keeps track of all the points, tabulates everything, and it's a great way to kind of standardize around the world how contests are judged. So we appreciate that she keeps everybody so organized that way. And I think that actually, I'd like to just say that as swing trends have changed over the years, your council has helped swing continue on. West Coast swing is continuing on around the world, really a huge thanks to you. So we really appreciate it. Yes.
And I just want to add to that, when I was starting out, Annie's feet were the most incredible thing to me. I was so mesmerized by her styling sense. And to this day, I am captivated by the style and flair that she puts into a dance.
Yes. That's serious, remarkable footwork. And they both partners at swing camp. And Jack, not too shabby either, let me just tell you. Those Bell, Smooth Lindy Hop, West Coast, it's mixed, and he's fabulous too. So the two of them are amazing. The other co-founder of the World Swing Dance Council is also here with us. Her name is Skippy Blair, and she is a legend in the world of swing. Skippy founded her first school of dance in 1958, and it was founded as a teaching academy, a school to train teachers in West Coast swing. And graduates from her program saturated college swing classes, parks and rec classes. Cliff Wicke in the room, I know, was one of her teachers. He's here somewhere. Cliff, you could wave. There are a number of dancers, actually, though, who said to me, you know what, I started dancing in the 60s with Skippy Blair. So I know there are a number of people in the room that are particularly appreciative, but she invented a unique system of dashes and dots to